In this video, we'll look at setting up a campaign in Convertkit. Please subscribe below and click the bell icon. Here we are on a new test account on Convertkit. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a form, we're going to set up a sequence, and then we're going to set up some automation so they all work together. First thing to do is click on the Create Form. You have a choice here. You can either do a landing page or you can do a form. Now what I recommend is you do a form and you then use a third-party tool to actually get people onto your list. So you would connect your third-party tool up to your form. So Lead Pages, ClickFunnels, Opt-in Monster, any tool that collects email addresses and connects to the form will make life a lot easier for you and a lot simpler, and they'll also look a lot better, so you can do content upgrades within your posts. So click on the form, and I generally use the one at the end here, which is the most basic simple one because we won't actually be using these. So here is our form. Next we need to go to settings. So here are the main settings. First thing first, let's name it. So whatever you want to call it. I'd always recommend giving it a descriptive name so you know exactly what it's for. The biggest problems I've had in the past is when I haven't named stuff properly and I'm not sure which forms for what. So that is your main setting. So it's just a form to embed in your site, full landing page. I always leave this completely how it is. So just a form to embed on my site. You don't need to do the success message, because if you use a third-party tool, which I fully recommend, then you'll automatically send people to a thank you page, or you can redirect people to another page. If you have a thank you page, you can put it in there. So I would create a thank you page on your blog. Let's assume that's our link there. Right, so that's it. Don't touch anything else on that page. Next is the incentive email. So this is for double opt-in. Okay, worded slightly differently, but it is double opt-in. Okay, so are we going to send an incentive? No. Okay, I always untick that. The way I do it is I send the first email, which will have the link to it. What happens there is if people give you the wrong address, they're not going to get the report or the whatever you're giving away. So it's just a way of doing a very minor double opt-in, i.e. you know that the people who get the report have got the right email addresses. And that's what I recommend you would do. You've got styling here. We're not going to bother styling it because we will use another tool. This is for embedding it. If you're using WordPress, you can embed it here, or you can use the raw HTML and post it on your site. To do that, you download the plugin, or you can use JavaScript. I would always recommend either raw HTML or use the plugin. Okay, these are integrations. You can test it with Unbounce, or you connect it to Twitter. We're not going to bother doing that at the moment. And then finally, you've got the other options at the bottom, which allow you to duplicate it, archive it, or delete it. Okay, so that's it. We've named it. We've just checked the main settings, and we've unticked incentive. That's it. That is our form done. We now have a form. Right, so if we go to forms, we can see our form here, and we've got no visitors, no subscribers, no conversions. That's fine. Next, we've got to go to sequences, and we're going to create a sequence. This is by far the best part of Convertkit as far as I'm concerned. It makes writing email sequences so easy. Got that. So you can see we've created a sequence, and we've called a sequence exactly the same as we have called the form, so we know they go together. Okay, so let's just say this is a 3-day sequence. We've now got 3 emails there. The first thing you need to do, and always remember to do this, is we want to go send email, oops, wrong way, 0 days If you change that to 0 days, it goes immediately. So as soon as someone opts in, the email is going to go to them. Always make sure that they're all published as well. Okay, so here we've got 3 emails. The first one goes immediately, the next one goes 1 day later, and then the third one will go 1 day after that. What you would then do is come and write your email. I'm not just going to do the header for you. Okay, so we've got the techniques, not tools, welcome. Maybe here is your report. Okay, and then you just write your email however you want. Sorry about that. Right, so that would be our campaign there. Okay, so there we have a form and we have a sequence. What we need to do is connect these together. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to automations. Always make sure you save. Luckily, Convertkit will always tell you if you forgot to save. So now we go to automations. Right, if you saw the other video I did about automation rules, this was link triggers, you see I've actually got the link triggers already here. So first thing we do is add a rule. When someone subscribes to a form, select form, technique, not tools. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to subscribe them to a sequence. And I would always recommend doing this. Add tag, create new tag. Technique, not tools. Okay, so what happens now is someone subscribes to the form, they're going to get the sequence, and we're going to give them a tag. There are lots of other things you can do. Okay, so for example, what I would tend to do is someone completes a sequence, techniques, not tools, so they complete that. What are we going to do? We're going to actually move them to another sequence. We can actually move them to another form. So what I do, I set up a general form, and then I would subscribe them to the general form, and those are the people who get all my daily emails. We can unsubscribe from a form, so we can actually move them from technique, not tools. And let me just save this rule for. Let's add a tag. That'll be the easiest way of doing it. Create new tag. Complete sequence, technique, not tools. I always like to give my tags a sort of precursor so I know exactly what they are. Okay, so that's it. So if we just set up a general form now, we'll just go one step further. Form. We've got that. We're going to go to name it. General subscribers, and we're going to incentive email. There's no incentive involved, we're just moving them to the list, and that's it. We're not sending them to a sequence or anything, so that form is now set up. We go back to automations. So complete sequence, technique, not tools, unsubscribe from form, add tag, and we can actually go in here again and we can add another one, subscribe to a form, general subscribers, okay, and then we can save a rule. So then when we come along to do our daily broadcast, okay, we get a new broadcast. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose all subscribers, and then we're going to add a filter group, and any, all, or none. So if we do all, add filter, subscribed to select form, select form name, general subscribers. Right, so if we wrote this email now, this would send it to everybody on the general subscriber list. Okay, so that's anybody who's completed any sequence. So what that does is it just means that when someone comes into your list, they get your first sequence. After that, they move to your general subscribers. So if you're sending daily emails, people who are on a sequence won't get your daily emails. It's a very good tip, and it's well worth doing. So it keeps people from getting bombarded with emails that aren't relevant to the stage they are in the system. So that's it. That's how you use form sequences and automations to set up a very, very quick bit of marketing automation. I hope you enjoyed that. Any questions, please ask below or come along to the Facebook group, which you find linked to in the description. Thanks for listening. Bye.